Welcome to This Explainer. Today, we're taking the dense and, let's be honest, pretty heavy ISO/IEC 42001 standard and transforming it into an actionable, dynamic blueprint for AI system governance. Because, look, artificial intelligence is completely reshaping how we do business. But with that incredible power comes a whole new frontier of really complex vulnerabilities. So, we're going to break down exactly how to protect your organization by integrating AI governance directly into your information security strategy. I mean, think about it. What actually happens when an AI system becomes your biggest vulnerability? We aren't just talking about a minor technical glitch here. We're talking about massive data privacy breaches, unauthorized system access, or even a complete operational failure. We absolutely have to get out ahead of this, because the cost of fixing these issues after the fact is frankly just way too high. All right, here is our roadmap for today. 1. The AI risk landscape. 2. Risk-based thinking explained. 3. The 4-step risk process. 4. A financial cybersecurity case study. And 5. The lead auditor's role. Section 1. The AI risk landscape. The rapid integration of AI introduces some really complex new threats, making a standardized risk management framework absolutely essential for organizational survival. We face operational risks, like a predictive model suddenly failing and disrupting a critical supply chain, and of course, severe security and compliance risks, like the unauthorized extraction of sensitive data. Because AI models so often operate as black boxes, these vulnerabilities can go entirely unnoticed until they cause massive financial or reputational harm. We have to understand exactly how these systems function within our larger information security framework. Section 2. Risk-based thinking explained. So, risk-based thinking. This is literally the beating heart of the ISO 42001 standard. It means we don't just sit around and wait for a data breach or an operational shutdown to happen before we figure out what to do. We anticipate, we plan, and we build resilience directly into the system from day one. It's a systematic, proactive approach to catch vulnerabilities in your information systems long before they ever manifest into active threats. The difference here is stark. Instead of waiting for a catastrophic breach, that reactive firefighting where you're always a step behind the hackers or the system failures, we embed a dynamic risk culture right into the organization's DNA. Building a proactive shield means risk management is considered in every single strategic, financial, and operational decision you make regarding AI. It lets you operate with actual confidence. Section 3. The 4-step risk process. Identify, assess, treat, and monitor. Now notice how these 4 critical stages form a continuous loop? This isn't just some one-and-done checklist. It's an ongoing, cyclical engine. You identify the threat, you assess how bad it is, you treat it to neutralize it, and then you continuously monitor the system. Why? Because the AI and cybersecurity landscape is always changing. If you stop at treatment and skip the monitoring phase, your shield immediately begins to degrade. Step 1 is identifying our potential threats. And that requires looking at literally every corner of our operations. It could be an external factor, like a highly sophisticated cyber attack, or specifically with AI, an adversarial data poisoning attempt. But it could also be a technological failure, like outdated software, or even just human error. An internal employee accidentally misconfiguring cloud access and exposing sensitive training data. We have to map all of this out comprehensively. Once identified, step 2 is assessment. This is where we prioritize our tactical defense. We evaluate the likelihood of an event occurring and then the potential impact it would have on the business. To make objective decisions, organizations will often quantify these factors into a risk matrix. We then compare that matrix against the organization's risk appetite. And that's really just the threshold of risk the executive leadership is willing to tolerate while they pursue their strategic goals. For step 3, treating the risk, we have 4 distinct strategies based on that assessment. First, risk avoidance. We might just entirely shut down a risky AI feature. Second, risk reduction, where we add stringent new information security controls. Third, risk transfer, maybe by purchasing specialized cyber insurance. Or fourth, if the impact is incredibly low and well within our appetite, we might simply choose risk acceptance and proceed, just keeping a watchful eye on things. Section 4. Case Study, Financial Cybersecurity. Let's put this into practice and look at active threats versus our ISO-guided tactical defenses. In this financial institution case study, the team identified phishing attacks, insider threats, and data breaches as their absolute top vulnerabilities. And their treatment choice across the board? Risk reduction. They reduced the phishing risk with advanced email filtering and ongoing awareness training. They tackled insider threats by implementing strict access controls alongside AI-driven behavioral analytics. And they fortified against data breaches by aggressively upgrading their encryption and key management protocols. Super effective. To make this really tangible, imagine an assessment reveals a 25% likelihood of a targeted cyber attack costing up to $1 million. Wow, you can't just look at a risk conceptually when you have numbers like that. When the assessment step reveals a specific, quantifiable financial impact, it dictates exactly how many resources you need to pour into the treatment step to protect the organization. The data has to drive the defense strategy. Section 5, the lead auditor's role. So, who ensures this entire proactive shield actually holds up and doesn't just become a neglected IT task? Enter the lead auditor. They step in as the strategic navigator. Now, they don't have to be the ones actually writing the AI code. Rather, they review the governance structures, ensure information security controls are exceptionally tight, verify that data integrity is maintained, and confirm there is a clear, traceable audit trail. They rigorously verify that threats are accurately identified, treatments are effective, and compliance is rock solid. There's a powerful mandate here. Risk management should not be a standalone process, but should be embedded within the organization's strategic and operational frameworks. This underscores that the lead auditor must ensure risk management is integrated directly into high-level executive decision-making. It absolutely cannot be an isolated silo left only to the IT department. The auditor verifies that AI risk is communicated effectively to stakeholders and that leadership is genuinely committed to a culture of security and continuous improvement. Which brings us to this. Is your AI risk management a checklist or a culture? Because in an era where AI is rapidly rewriting the rules of business, mere compliance won't protect you. Only a culture of proactive resilience will. Managing AI risks effectively requires transparency, rigorous accountability, and a proactive mindset across your entire information security system. Thank you so much for diving into this explainer with me, and I really hope this empowers you to build a stronger, safer AI ecosystem.